rolling around, scratching like little tiny rabid turtles. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we've got some Paradise Piñata fist punching action to go over. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe because I put out new videos every single week and it helps me a whole bunch now. Let's get to the action. So first things first, one of the big topics of this season is the fact that Demi came out and said that she liked men and women, and it is revealed in this episode that she is dating a woman back home, which I don't know how I feel about this, not because she's bisexual, it's 2019, who cares, love whoever you love, but because she's dating someone and she came on the show. Now, we further find out later in the show that it's kind of like a casual, chill thing, but she does seem to be thinking about her a lot, and I just wonder, like, if it was a guy who was seeing someone back home, would we be more upset about it? I don't know. I'm still upset even though it is a girl, but I feel like it would be a bigger uproar if it was a guy. Thoughts? Is this too deep for a Bachelor recap? Sorry. She confides in Katie and talks about how she's been very nervous about people finding out and, you know, will they accept her still? And she shared a really cute moment, though, that her family was super sweet about it and she was very lucky to have their support and everything and very blessed and very happy. And so that was really cute. Because I'm trash, I just sort of talk about how her mom was in prison, so I'm sure that she knows that women sometimes like women. I've seen Orange is the New Black. Obviously, we can't be done with the Blake and Hannah drama yet, so Dylan ends up just confronting Hannah. He's like, yo, dude, what do you see in this guy? Because I don't get it. He's a tool. He doesn't say tool, but like you can see in his eyes that that's what he wanted to say. And Hannah's just talking about how he is a good guy, and Dylan's just like, bish, where? And that's when we find out that apparently Hannah, like, made out and kissed Blake before Paradise. So, like, they've at least kissed. Probably made out. I feel like they didn't just do a peck. Like, we got at least a steamy make-out session, right? And, dude, I don't know. This really upset me because I think Dylan is such a precious being. And now, just to find this out, like, I know that, like, the big thing is that people just want to be like, yo, hook up with whoever you want in Paradise. It's fine. But, like, if you're going to be in a relationship, which a lot of these people are on here to get engaged, to get into serious relationships, and you're not even going to tell them, like, if you've hooked up with other people on the beach before, like, I don't know. I think it's a little shady. I'm just saying it. I'm gonna say it. I would be upset if I was Dylan. I'd be like, okay, bye. Like, that's, you should have told me that, and, like, made me feel insecure about this whole thing, and, like, I felt kind of disrespected. And so, those are just my thoughts. I stand by them. But it's even more confusing because, like, who hasn't Blake been with at this point? And if he did hook up with Hannah before coming on Paradise and saying he was here for her, again, I have to come back to this whole, why did he ask Tayshia on the first date? Like, I don't understand. If he has all these feelings for Hannah, like, why even waste time talking to Tayshia and drag her into this drama? Like, I don't get it. At this point, with all this trash that's been going on, I don't understand why Dylan still wants to be with Hannah, and I almost feel like he is more in love with the idea of being in love. So obviously, Tayshia finds out about all this, and she's like, this is trash. Why am I getting dragged into all this drama? That's so annoying. You've ruined my Paradise situation. And girl just goes up, and she's like, everyone's been talking to Blake and Dylan. Let's get to the source. Let's talk to Hannah, which, freaking yes, queen, please. And so she goes to talk to Hannah, and she's just like, yo, dude, you're causing a lot of drama here. I didn't know that you had this whole thing with Blake, and now it's just turned into a whole thing. I've gotten involved in it, and I'm not happy about it. And let me just say that she did this very calmly. She just wasn't trying to cause drama. She was just airing her concerns and how she was feeling. And Hannah's like, what are you talking about? I feel so attacked. I don't even know why you're coming for me right now. You're being such a mean girl. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm innocent. I'm so innocent. And it's just like, dude, like, Hannah's playing the victim and almost verging on gaslighting at this point, like, kind of trying to, like, invalidate Tayshia's emotions and, like, the effect she's had on all these people and all these emotions that she's playing with, and I'm just not here for it. Remember last episode how Kaylin went on a date with Mike and, like, nothing really happened and, like, I didn't really care, but, like, they kissed and, like, seemed to be really into each other? Well, it turns out that apparently she's not feeling it, which I don't remember there being an explanation for, but, like, freaking, she just doesn't want to date him anymore? Did I miss this? She wants Dean now? Like, I thought she was with Mike. I don't get it. Dean arrives, and in case you didn't know, I guess the Bachelor franchise doesn't pay very well because he's gone into 70s porn with that mustache he's got going on. Or maybe, you know, it's like a dead bush baby that fell from the sky because those little monkeys are everywhere, and I guess they just found a home on his upper lip, and now that's where they live. Dean basically comes out and says that he lives in a van, moves from state to state, doesn't own a home, doesn't shower, has no job, has a creepy porn stash, and yet all the girls on Paradise are like writing their wedding vows and so obsessed with him. And I don't even understand it because one, he doesn't have a great personality, he's so boring, and two, his face is not even cute. It's like an ugly version of freaking Shia LaBeouf mixed with some kind of like a Smurf or something, like something that's not even human. Like he's not cute. He ends up picking Kaylin to go on the date, and she's really excited because I guess she's forgotten about Mike, and she loves the fact that he's got nothing going for him. And they go on a date, and she wants to know if he's ready to settle down. The guy in his early 20s who lives in a van without a job, no home to go back to, doesn't shower, if he wants to settle down. I'm gonna go with no. I don't know if it was foreshadowing or something, but basically she's just like, I feel like I can trust him, and then they're like holding hands running into a pool, and he just like lets her go in, pushes her into the pool. So great. Two true icons, Jordan and Demi, end up sitting on a bed and just watching people go by in Paradise and just freaking spilling so much tea, just reading them to filth. Like, they talk about how Chris just seems to age 10 years every hour, and he just ends up looking like 90 by the end of every day, and just how the girls look like a Forever 21 commercial, and they're just so iconic. They feed off each other so well, and I just so desperately need a YouTube channel with the two of them. If anyone here has any personal connections to either of them, let's get on a YouTube channel, because oh my gosh, can you imagine the content? We got a new hombre in town when Christian rolls on in, and apparently he went home night 1 on JoJo's season, so cool. And he started a thing with Jordan on the Men Tell All, trying to get some screen time, which if you look at the clip, like, he's just being super tooly and wanting attention, so we can already tell this dude's no bueno. But apparently Nicole's feeling it because she agrees to go on a date with him, so her third one-on-one in Paradise. And there's like a lot of kissing, and apparently they're really feeling each other, you know, so great. I don't get a good vibe from the dude. And like, he's just attacking other guys who've even looked at her. He's just so aggressive, like, and has a hot temper for no reason. He's saying like, oh, what does Clay have that I don't have? And it's like, dude, calm down. We literally just met like an hour ago. Yeah, I've gone on dates with other guys. And she says that she likes him because he reminds her of guys that she's dated in Miami. And I'm like, yeah, but that clearly hasn't worked out. So like, why are you still going for that? Like, key. So that's pretty much the highlighted drama of the evening, is between, you know, Clay and Christian. And eventually, you know, their date ends, and Clay like grabs Nicole because obviously he wants to spend time with her, and Christian's not having it. He wants to like steal her away and is trying to like bro hug with his hands, you know, Clay, and being like, yo, dude, like, come on, can I just get the girl? And he's like, nah, man, not really. And they just like are holding hands this entire time while just fighting. So it's just like, hey, dude, come on, let me get her. Like, dude, if I was another guy, like, I totally wouldn't have even asked you. I would have just grabbed her. And it's just weird because they're holding hands the entire time, and Nicole's just kind of sitting there, and I really feel like she could have just been like, yo, like, give me time or something. But it was just awkward, and I hate all these, like, where the two guys are trying to go over the girl instead of the girl just being like, yo, this is how I feel. And Clay was the gentleman and being like, yo, I don't want to put Nicole in an awkward situation. Like, let's just talk this out. Like, don't ask her to choose because that's weird for her and uncomfortable. And Christian's just trying to be like the alpha male, peeing on everything and being like, no, I need to take her. And it's just like, you can tell he's not respectful. He's not a man. He's a child. Little break from that drama to see Demi talk to Derek about the fact that she is bisexual, and he seems chill with that, so that's cool. It was cool that he accepted it and like that they can have a little more romance build there. But it's kind of hard to watch because you can tell that he's clearly like getting more feelings for her, and we know that she at least like goes on a date with another girl, so I don't think that her and Derek are going to be endgame. So it's a little hard because, like, I want to, like, just root for a couple. Like, I want them to make it to the end, engaged, and, like, get married. And I just feel like I can't do that with this couple because we know that there's going to be, like, someone who comes in who Demi likes more, obviously. But the true purest moment of the entire episode this week is when John Paul Jones is lying on his back under a massive pillow, rehearsing a Shakespeare monologue from Romeo and Juliet for Tayshia. And look, I was a theater major. Shakespeare's no joke. Like, the wording's really tough, and getting the right rhythm down and like knowing what the words mean is huge. So the fact that he was rehearsing this and like on the beach and it was so precious and other people were coming by, he's like, don't tell anyone I'm doing this, and it was just so pure, and he does it for her and she's really moved, and it's just so precious, and I just, oh, he's so pure. But of course, joy can't last too long on Paradise, and we have to go back to the Christian Clay Nicole drama. And Christian has set up like a piñata and chocolate-covered strawberries. I don't know what the theme is there, but okay. And basically, everyone is telling Clay that he should go interrupt them because she wants an aggressive guy. And they're just telling him all to do it, and it's just really cringy. And so he does it. And it's that whole thing that just happened where it's like, I want her, and he's like, no, blah, 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 blah. So basically, Clay just walks away. He's like, yo, I don't want this to be uncomfortable for Nicole, so I'm just walking away. And I was like, yes, like, dude, slay. So he walks away, and then all of them are like, no, like, it didn't work. Oh my gosh, that is so sad. And Jordan basically is just like, yo, do you want me to go get that piñata? I'll get that piñata. Like, I will go get that piñata right now. And Clay's like, no, dude, like, don't get the piñata. Definitely don't do that. He's like, dude, I'll do it though, because, like, we're bros. And he's like, no, definitely don't do that. And I think there was definitely a hidden motive because he went on a date with Nicole, and I think he wants Nicole's rose, and I think he thinks breaking a piñata down is gonna get it. So he goes and just rips down the piñata. Christian not having it. We know this because the dude has anger issues, and they just start fist fighting, like straight up just using each other's body weight against each other, rolling around, scratching like little tiny rabid turtles. And then the episode ends and Nicole's just kind of watching. So yeah, it's funny because I definitely think that Jordan had hidden motives. Like, he wanted Nicole to notice him, and also like just kind of thought it would be a joke. And also Jordan's just kind of a very aggressive person, and then it just turns into a full fight. So I was not ready for that, aside from like the obvious foreshadowing that the show does. But like, what a way to end. It all started over piñata, and now they're probably gonna get like at least a band-aid on a forehead, or maybe a scraped forearm. But yeah, wow, what an ending for this week's episode. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know, do you think that Clay is better for Nicole or Christian? I'm very curious to know your thoughts. If you like this episode, be sure to subscribe, because I will be doing this for every Paradise episode, and I want you to come along with me for the ride. Subscribe.